Welcome to the Truvisionaries 2026. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Michelle Marquis. Michelle, it's so nice to see you. Congratulations on your inclusion in the guide.
Thank you so much. I was very honored to even be on a list of names that were considered.
Well, look, Michelle, our audience would like to know how and why did you get started in the short-term rental industry?
It's actually pretty funny because very accidentally, I actually was a hotelier, and the hotel that I worked at had about 3/4 of their inventory was not owned. It was vacation rental inventory. And so because I had a hotel background and I didn't even know what a vacation rental was, I didn't know any things that you shouldn't do or couldn't do. I ran it like a hotel, literally like a hotel. That means I was doing revenue management and distribution long before anybody in the revenue management industry understood. I was adjusting rates, and I went to my very first Verma and I was like, holy smokes, this is a real business here. And these guys don't know about any of these things they should be doing in their business. And I thought there is so much opportunity here. So that's kind of how I got into it.
I love that. I love that. Fantastic. And tell us, you'll have an answer for this then, I'm sure. What's the one thing that hosts are not doing that they should start doing today?
Well, depending on the size, and maybe actually not even depending on the size, really everybody should look at distribution a little differently than they are now. Distribution is looked at as just the OTA field. I look at distribution as your overall distribution of revenue. So that means direct, online and offline. That means your OTA business. It might even mean that you have homes that are large enough for corporate retreats, or there's a group segment called SMERF. They're not little blue people. It's social, military, education, religious, and fraternal. So they're groups that will go and rent 3 or 4 houses, or sometimes 10 houses, and have a bunch of people in every house for religious, retreats and that sort of thing. So I encourage my clients to look at revenue on a full distribution and make plans of how much business they want. So then whether revenue is up or down, you can go, okay, well, compared to my budget, compared to the previous year, or is it by market that I had planned, and what is the lever I can pull within that distribution segment to drive more revenue? And, when you're looking at distribution overall, the other thing you should look at is which distribution channel has the highest profit dollars, because there's also a difference there too. So, I guess the one thing I would say is look at your revenue more holistically than just siloed.
Very, very good advice. I like that. Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tell us, finally, with the crystal ball out, looking into 2026 and beyond, where do you think the industry's heading?
So let's talk business first. When I say business, I mean like bookings, and it's funny because I don't think I'm going to say anything that anybody hasn't said. I think that in general, people are going to stay domestic. So in Europe, they might go not as domestic, but still close. So I think people are going to be watching their pocketbooks. So that means I call it a rubber tire market. They're going to drive someplace. Maybe in Europe, they're going to take a train. But generally speaking, fewer people are going to destinations because they want to save money. The other thing is, and I've already seen it in the data of my clients, and that is the stay value is going to lower. Now, whether that is rate or not, it's not like with my clients, it's not rate. As a matter of fact, when they look at overall RevPAR, they're doing pretty good, but people are staying fewer nights. So I think that also is a trend as far as revenue goes. Now, as far as the bigger picture of the tech landscape and how people are buying each other and the activity there, I have received, I swear it's about 10 requests to advise equity companies in the last 10 days, something like that, and they're all around tech, specifically property management, but all sorts of tech, which I found is really, really interesting. So it's almost like some of the private equity dollars have switched to the property management side over to, okay, that's grown. Now let's go get more of the tech side. So I find that super interesting, and I'm paying very close attention to it.